Hey everyone, welcome to the Street Show. We're going to play some Monster Train today. For those of you who saw the last video, it was, pun intended, a bit of a train wreck. But you know the deal. Random primary clan, allied clan, max covenant, all trials. Here we go. What do we get? Alright, Awoken and the Melting something or other. I'm going to get the name right one of these days. We get Seraph the Chast, so screw your buffs and my debuffs when we get to him. We got some Molded, which is good for that ally. I like the extra draw. Razor Sharp Edge is good if we can find nice beefy stuff to put it on with multi-strike. Melting Remnant. I wanted to say Revenant. I knew that wasn't right. Let's look at the champion first. So we got Revenge, draw 1, and Rejuvenate, deal damage. I think we're going to go with Explosive this time. I could say that there's maybe some anti-synergy there with Melting Remnant. Not wanting to heal too much is something we'll have to be careful of. 5 gold when a friendly unit dies, which is really good with units that die repeatedly. Or 50% chance to apply Dazed when an enemy unit enters your train. I think we go for Memorial Fund. Getting it this early seems like a really, really good idea. Alright, Spikes 3 for non-boss enemy units. It's a 5/130. Okay, so these guys all hit really hard right off the bat, and they don't kill me, but it hurts. So I think we'll go Sentient. I think we'll throw a Drag out right away. Let him take at least one of those hits. And actually, let's just throw a Train Steward in there too. And then we'll throw a Train Steward up top. Oh, yeah, we don't get any units to reform, so we end. And of course, that's where the collector's at. Well, we are able to reform some units now. So they get +5/+5 and burnout 1. I think that's probably listed in the reform help text. I think we just focus on the dregs. They are the strongest and have the longest burnouts. They'll stay longer or die faster, I guess. But we'll stick Wildwood Custodian up there. Am I able to get any kills? Yes, I can get at least one. And no more Ember means we end turn. This is where I wish I really had some AoE stuff. So I think we throw a Train Steward here, just to kill another one of them, which, I mean, I could let it go up, that's fine, but it's less damage on the pyre, at least this early on. This is a total of 15 damage. So I think we just throw out another drag. They won't live no matter what I do. My champion is dead. Well, I've got nothing better to do, so... Okay. Okay, let's see. So they're gonna do 5 damage, and then I'm gonna hit one of them if he's able to live through that. It's gonna be a total of 8, which means that this dies, but it would get to actually attack. This will live, and this will live, but then all of this is still coming up, and I'm still sending 3 up top. 3 going up is not a problem. Him making it up without taking any damage is a problem. So I think we will restore. I think we'll play a drag, and then I think we play molded. We get our dude back. I forgot we could do that. But do we get it back a second time? 5, 10, 15. I think he had 5 attack also. That's 20. So I'd at least get 1 hit in if I put him on the bottom. Let's do it. That one. Okay. So we did get molded again. And that does take away from the pool of cards we can use. But that's okay. In that case, we throw in this drag. Right here in the back. Now let's figure out how the damage here works. So I want to play Razor Sharp Edge. So it's 3, 6, 11. I attack, and that one dies. And then I attack for 19. So I'll be at 24 health. He'll kill me in 5 hits. Which means I could technically put Razor Sharp Edge on him. Otherwise, when it gets to here... Oh, I didn't factor in the extra 3. This dies in 4 hits. But this won't ever hit a non-boss enemy, and it'll take him 3 hits regardless to kill that. That's pretty good. And then he has 12 health going up to the next floor. That's very good. And hell, we can just do this. Bam. Now he dies. Not gonna lie, after the last run, I got a little nervous there. Let's see. I don't think this enhance carries over if I'm going to reform stuff. Same thing would apply here. So I think we're better off just taking the damage. I do like draft because of the multi-strike. I also like this just because we have... Never mind. I was thinking of a different artifact. Yeah, I think we just get draft. So do we get a remnant unit or money? Do we upgrade minions or spells? I kind of want to upgrade spells, and I want to see if we can do something with molded. So let's go this way. We'll get the money. Let's see what we can get. Holdover's kind of what I was hoping for, actually. I don't think there's anything else I really want to use it on. So we'll do that. We'll reduce the cost. I mean, I guess we can give some spell power, magic power to restore at least one of them. And I think we do actually want to check for any other buffs. Let's remove consume. I don't have any consume cards, so that does nothing. Unless I add 20 magic power and consume. So for 105 gold, I could add magic power, a lot of magic power, and that seems like a horrible idea. I could just do 2 magic powers and not have the extra ember cost. Let's just reduce the cost of another one, probably this restore. Yeah. I kind of want to purge something. I just don't know if we can. Yeah, let's get rid of the train stewards. If we're going to use the reform mechanic, it either needs to be, you know, the draft, was it? Draft? I'd prefer it to be draft over even dreg, but train steward, I don't know, they get the health, I guess, and they can take more hits, but I'd rather be doing more damage. So we'll leave and go to the next fight. Enemy units on the start of every floor. Well, there's no way I'm not taking damage. So I think to mitigate how much damage, we do this. That's not where I meant to put that, but here we are. Oh, that would, oops. That would have actually killed him without me taking any damage, so now I feel silly. So, let's kill another guy. Let's just add this because I can. No units available for reform, so we just get rid of Sinner's Burden. Brief Respite's already the round before the boss. Okay, so we need to play more units, and I don't have time to buff everything. So we'll do that. We'll get another drag. And then we'll play Sinner's Burden, get it out of the deck. Oh, and he's got sweep, I forgot about that. So I think we want draft to die. And no matter what we put in front, it's gonna die because there's this sweep mechanic. I think then we do the same thing here. Do I put a train steward in? I mean, it also just dies. I think we just get rid of the Sinner's Burden. Yeah, just get rid of Sinner's Burden. I'm glad I got rid of those Sinner's Burden. Jeez. So So if I heal this, I at least get one hit in with this drag. But then I am in for a lot of hurt here very shortly. Okay. I think that's what we do. So now I can do lots of damage to this guy. I can also kill one of those. And at least I'm doing 59 damage. But that puts us at 81. So he'll do 9 attacks. So I definitely still kill him, but we're going to lose about half of our pyre health. It's going to have to do. A little more than half, but let's see. So I think we went Glimmer in this case. Sacred Wicks isn't too bad. Kind of like the Entombed Explosive. I don't think we get Wicklash. Let's see. Is there any card that I want to duplicate? That's the first question. There's an argument to be made for Molded. There's an argument to be made for this Restore. That's about it, though. Or I could get an artifact. And I think I like the artifact better. Okay. So I've used Bloating Fungus before, and it's really, really nice, especially if I get a bunch of regen on my champion. Because then every time, well, regardless of how much I get healed, every time the regen procs, we get to do damage. But every time I reform a unit, I think it would get an extra 3 stacks of burnout. I don't know if applied means when you reform or not, because there's those other cards that say enhance with extra stacks of burnout. Let's see what this does. It's either going to be really good or kind of meaningless, but we'll find out. I do like Animus of Will here, especially if we can get some extra stats on that. Maybe we can buff it in the next unit shop. Oh, hey. I was just asking if there's a card that I would want to copy. I don't think we copy anything 5 times. Nothing that we have is going to be that helpful. But I do think we want to copy 1. Oh, these all have enhanced burnout already, so it's... I wonder if it gives an extra 3 every time it gets reformed, or if it's just anytime you have burnout, there's going to be 3 more than normal. I think I want a second holdover Molded. I mean, worst case scenario, we can maybe get rid of that 3rd one. Best case scenario, we can upgrade it as well and get rid of some of our other stuff. That way we're always getting, you know, the same unit pool pretty much. I have a feeling this is going to be a rough one. Enemy units deal 1 damage to the front unit on death. Good to know. So if I'm going to kill a bunch of stuff with AoE and it doesn't benefit me to have a unit out there, put the unit down after I blow them up. That's fine. And that's fine. Honestly, that's fine too. Just kill one of those. And then we'll test the enhance. I want to see what happens. Okay, we definitely want to heal here. And we definitely want to glimmer. I think we put draft and drag out. We'll do it that way so he takes 20 damage instead of 9. And turn. Alright, so I have some units available for that. Okay. So let's put him in front. And let's restore. Then we'll do molded. Get one of these out. Stick him up front. And then I think we don't play the train steward. So now we can get the entombed explosive and stick him in front. Because then we still get the rejuvenate proc, even with this not in the front. And then we always do a lot of damage. Alright, so this is one spot where we want to play a train steward. Because then we can keep this guy here, put a couple things up as we need. And then we'll reform the last drag. Can't stick him on the bottom. Might as well stick it here, I guess. He'll be there for when I need it, and he'll do damage now. Alright. So he burns out this round. But we can add Razor Sharp Edge now. Let's stick the weaker drag in front. Let's heal up. Let's see what else we can get. So we've only got the train steward left, who I can stick here, and then we do even more damage. Final wave. So I can't put any more units here. I don't want to give this -2 health because it will not do so well. I want to try and kill this so we get as many hits in on the boss. I think... I don't have an easy way of doing that. So it's got 30 total health. If I can do 20, then we kill it in the first hit, and then everything else can wail in on the boss. And I think we do that by Vine Grasp, Glimmer. So now he's up to 200. He dies from this first hit. And then I don't want to do Razor Sharp Edge on this, because that'll die in 2 hits then. So go up here. Probably here. These all die in 1 hit to the boss anyway, so I might as well do that. And then let's get... Oh, I should have put it on this instead. And then no units available, but we want the holdover, so we play it, and then go on. That is a good idea, and then he's dead. Alright. Spikes on friendly units deal extra damage per stack. If I had lots of units with spike, that would be good. Formless Child is interesting just for the damage upgrade, and if I get a lot of multi-strike stuff in my reform pool, that could be interesting. Otherwise, Memento Mori is probably a good pick too. Deals damage to the front enemy unit, which is important to remember. I think I'm going to go with Formless Child, actually. Lady of the House. Let's do it. She's got a lot of stats. Already has Burnout. We can buff all of that up, though. I'm not really feeling like we have an issue with space. And I don't really feel like we have an issue with... I don't feel like we have much issue in any of these regards. Especially when the vast majority of our units only cost 0. I guess I would rather just draw more cards. We don't have to play everything every single turn, but I'd rather have more options. Plus it lets us it helps us to find what we need faster. I think we always go this way. I know I want to upgrade these units, but we can get rid of some garbage cards and get some Pyre health back, and then we can upgrade some spells. So let's do this. And I think... let's see. I think we just want to get rid of some Train Stewards. That's fine. Get some Pyre health. So I could get that third 0 mana, 0 Ember molded with Holdover. I think we're going to do that. Now I have 3 of those. I don't think I want any more. And I don't think... let's just put this on Restore. We've had a couple instances where that really big burst of health would be handy, especially on our champion. And then we'll re-roll Permafrost. I don't think we want Permafrost. I will take this and make Glimmer 0 Ember. I don't think... well... I don't want to do that to both restores, because we do get a nice damage burst when we replenish some health. I don't want to get rid of all of it. And then we'll upgrade. So I can do more damage when we heal, or I can add spikes. I think we want spikes, actually. It's okay if the Sentient dies, because we'll have enough enough reform abilities to bring it back. And the spikes is going to hit everything, not just the front unit. It's nice to be able to do that, but we don't have consistent healing where I think we can get this all the time. So we're going to go with spikes. Spell Shield 2. A good thing I'm not really casting spells to do all of my damage, so... alright, first and foremost, throw you down. And do I just throw all of these down? Like that? Does this damage him? It does damage him, and now they both die. guess we just throw out units where we can. Get rid of the heal in the back. Maybe? Oh, duh. There it is. No units available for reform, but we'll play this so we get it next turn. And then pass. Okay, so that dies. That's good. Let's get the reforms out of the hand just because they're cluttering the space right now. I don't have anything that's died, do I? I'm just thinking about order. I think we want to do this. We can throw these guys up top, come back down, heal to do some damage, and then we'll end the turn. Still no reform available, so let's just... That's fine. I'm aware, but I want the holdover. I don't know why those popped up. So how does this all happen? This dies, so then the tank dies. Then... okay, so that's why he doesn't get hit. I could, however, bring him up to the front. Now he died. Now all three of them die. Still no space, so we'll just throw the other drag up top, and then I think we razor sharp edge that. Now we've got 2 units available, specifically the draft. Actually, okay, so hear me out. If we throw this guy in front, right here, he dies, and then I get the draft with plus 40 attack. If I don't cast the other molded, and since we're on, okay. I kind of want to put this here. Yeah, let's put that there. And then we have another situation where I'm going to Vine Grasp him. Oh, it's not the explosive one. Oops. Oh well. At least the guy who does damage will die. That's the important thing here. And I think we restore. And actually, yeah, let's just razor sharp edge too. Get some more damage in there. And then we'll end turn. We're gonna pass on these molded spells, but we're getting a 55 with multi-strike. Okay. So what can I do? If I do this, he takes damage because of the heal. Takes damage because of the heal. Let's see. Am I able to kill him before that? So he doesn't do anything. I take 13, then we do 8, then 40, then 33. So I would need how much more damage? I need 22, which I cannot get with 2 razor sharp edges. So we're gonna stick this guy right here and back. And then we'll get this guy. Stick him right in front. No units available, and that's okay. I could stick the train steward here in front. He'll die to this, but then I attack that and do more damage here. I guess that really doesn't help me all that much. So, we'll pass turn. Okay, good damage. So I do have room for one guy. Capacity 1. Also, it kept the enhance effect. That's really good to know. I need to figure out what doesn't go and what does, but it kept the razor sharp edge buff. And I think we get this one, and I think we stick it behind here. Oh, it's dead anyway. Well, at least we confirmed that enhance carries through the reform ability. I think we want more spikes, actually. Apply endless to a friendly unit. These are all really interesting. This lets me get lots of more hits in, though. Since we're going for the multi-strike damage reform path, being able to just sit there and wail on it even more than I'm already trying to is pretty good. Okay. I really do want to upgrade a unit. Do we get... How many more do we get? Merchant of Trinkets. There we go. We can upgrade our units down here, assuming we don't take a bunch of hits up until then. I think we go this way. I think we get the Pyre health, since we're only at about half. I think we get rid of some other cards. Specifically the last train steward. And I think we actually get rid of one of these dregs. I really like keeping the Entombed Explosive. I really like the Formless Child. These other dregs, while they do a lot of damage, kind of get in my way. So we'll do that. Now if I'm going to duplicate anything, I want it to already be fully buffed. Unfortunately, that only applies to molded, and I only want 3 at most. So I think we actually just... No, that doesn't do enough. I don't want a 3rd razor sharp edge. I think we just get a glimmer. I could do Formless Child. Actually, now that I'm saying this out loud, I think we do Formless Child. Get that ball rolling early. Wait. I think we do this. And then we fight. Spikes 4 for a random artifact. Alright, so I can do this, and then they all die. Then I think we go Lady of the House. We'll put Wild Custodian here. I might as well kill them, save some damage, and put a couple stacks of regen on. Okay. Hear me out. If we do this, this lives, and I can start reforming this right off the bat. They'll all die anyway. Let's cast Molded. We'll Vine Grasp that to get the gold. And I can still do this to get a little more damage in. And then this still dies. Yeah. Alright, so getting back to my previous inquiry, at least with this, it didn't have burnout before, so we have burnout 4. So if I do it again, and it's still, if it goes up to burnout 5, then it's only the first time. If it goes up to burnout 8, then it's every time. Let's do it this way. This will carry over. And I think we just play these. I'm aware. Play those. So these all seem like good ideas. We kill a bunch of stuff. These both die so we can reform them repeatedly. And I think we'll do that. I think we'll do that. We definitely want to bring him back. And then I think we definitely want to bring him back. Stick him in front, he will definitely die, and so will most of these things. Okay. I could have saved the guy on the top floor. Wasn't super important that I do that, though. So we do that. I definitely want to bring this back. We definitely want to bring this back. Now I'm at a point where I kind of want that extra 1 capacity so I can play this guy on that same floor. But stick him right here. We will do that. We'll play... I'd be playing this just to get it in the reform pile at that point. I think that's fine. Only takes 20. I want to put him in front because he'll bring back hopefully one of these guys before everything else dies, which should give me a better chance. Plus I can pull out the rest of these. And stick them all up here. Alright. Oh, he's got sweep. That's a pain in the butt. So from 18 to 148. Let's actually bring this guy out too. I think we can kill him right here. We put him here. And then we go stealth 2. Oh, here we go. 615. I do have room for it up here. We definitely want a glimmer. And I guess this. I mean, it's pretty good damage. I don't think he's going to make it to the pyre room. I have no room for guys. Let's see. So if I go here, he's dead. We get improved firebox. 7 extra ember on the first turn of battle. I don't think we need this. I think we take the gold. So these are all pretty decent. I do like drawing more cards though. I think even if it's just for one turn, just being able to get the things that we need is probably worth it. Let's see. Oh, specifically, Reform is Burnout 1, plus 5 damage, plus 5 health, and it costs 0. So, just based off of how this is worded, I think it's every time we Reform, it gets Burnout 1 plus 3. And I definitely forgot to check. I think we want Fatal Melting, actually. Alright. So, we want Merchant of Trinkets. It was down here that we're going to upgrade units. So let's get the Pyre Health and the gold. And this is where things could get really interesting. I don't care about this. I don't have any Train Stewards left. This is good because I'm trying to do a lot of healing. This is good because then my units die less. Spells gain an extra upgrade slot. Units gain an extra upgrade slot. Okay. So I want both of these, but I can't. I could not do any 2 of them. That's how the math works out. So I think we're gonna get Pyrestone housing, especially since the focus of the after this next fight is going to be upgrading some of our units. If we can get the Animus of Will to be really, really, really strong, then I think we've done our job. I definitely want to get this out. And if I stick it in front, it dies. So then we'll go here. I think we should get rid of this. And then we'll do that. We definitely want to do this. And then I think we stick these in back to try and eat through the statues. We want this to die because there's only one thing in our pool right now, and that is our multi-strike Animus of Will. We don't have any more Ember, so I can't heal up and do more damage, which means... No, these die because I got thorns. Spikes, excuse me. There we go. That's a nice looking Animus of Will. one unit available, specifically this one. I think we can put this here because we'll go from the top down. We can do this. If we put spikes on it, that will die. Cast that so that it's available next round if we need it. I think we want to draw the 3. And I think we'll get Razor Sharp Edge going too. I don't like taking the 5 damage. It's fine. Animus of Will is now a 91-4. So let's see, what can we do? So I can kill this guy and back, which I think is what should happen. I think we should also get rid of the Purge component. This almost one-shots these guys, but because they're taking spikes damage, they do die, which is really handy for me. Let's go here. So I don't have anything right now that can be brought back. Let's see. Let's do that just because I can. Again, cast Molded. I think we only want to do 1. And then we'll go here. Should get something by the time. Yeah, there we go. My gosh. Alright, one thing to note is this is to all units on that floor. I thought maybe it was just a target or the front unit. I didn't read that, but that's even better. Okay, this dies and brings back him, which is really good to have plus 40 attack. I think to avoid the pyre damage, we just need to get rid of these guys. Let's at least kill those 2. And then I think we play this. I don't think we actually play a Molded here. I think we just pass. I really need to get rid of those purge spells. Purges, whatever you want to call them. Whatever they are called, I suppose. Okay. So that's really good to have here. I think we should also just top off our health, regardless of when it's supposed to die. I think we stick the Wildwood Custodian there. I think we stick Lady of the House there, and I think we pass turn. And this is why I want that extra capacity down here. So I can do this. Then I can do... Well, does that even... I don't think it actually does anything for me. Oh, I just went from Burnout 5 to Burnout 6. That does not count as applying new Burnout as far as combustible wax is concerned. This has multi-strike and not sweep, which is good for the lower health targets here. I'll have to keep that in mind if I ever come across a boss with sweep. I don't think any of them are going to have it, though. Let's just do that. Get a little more damage in. I don't think it's going to matter. Okay. This is where that's handy. And that's handy, and you're dead. Bounty Stalker. Stealth 1. Extinguish plus 10 attack permanently. That is interesting. Especially with the stealth. And if we're going to be upgrading units, that could be very handy. And then I do want the extra capacity in this case. Alright. This is where we wanted to go upgrade some units. Let's get the gold. Let's see what artifact we get. I think we go with the extra health. I'm sitting way lower than I want to be right now. It's just nice little assurance. I think this could be good. I think we put it on the Animus. Get the burnout started right away. I also think we just go straight for additional attack. I don't think we do endless, so let's reroll. That's interesting. So how much capacity do we have? Is there an easy way to tell that from the main screen? Ah, we have a capacity of 6. Probably just, yep, check there. So, just to check, Sentient is 2, which means we have room for 4 more. Which means I could do a buffed up Animus of Will. And I could still have a draft. Or I could just spread the stats out a little bit. I think I like spreading out the stats a little. Let's do that. And then I'll give +5, +10 to the Animus. And then if I can get more multi-strike and put it on the draft, we'll be sitting very, very well. In the meantime, I think we can just add some extra health to the Lady of the House. She'll be a little bit of a tank for us on different floors. Do we purge anything? I think we can get away with purging a drag. And let's upgrade the champion. So which one do we want is the question. I think we'll get Rejuvenate this time. I feel better about how consistent the healing is. And I think it'll be good. Enemies on every floor, huh? So I think we were always going to put the Sentient down here. That's fine. Extinguish, deal 5 damage to the front enemy unit. Well, I think we'll do this. I also think that we're taking damage no matter what. This would not do enough damage. I don't think it would do any, actually, because we're at full health. And I guess we'll just do this. We've got enough health. It'd be nice to get a little bit of damage in early. And we'll just do that because we can. So I did 30 damage, but I did 0 from Priory's Cloak because we didn't actually heal. So we could kill this, get the gold. Could also stick Lady of the House in front. And then I want to start getting this buffed. Cast that so we can hold on to it. And we're good. Let's stick the draft on that floor. And we'll stick that one there. We have one unit available, specifically the Animus, who I believe I'll put right there so that she dies. Play that. Oh, this is bad. I don't think we have to play these. Where does she die? 10, 20. She dies right off the bat. Yeah, let's just pass turn. Yeah, we need to start killing some more stuff. So let's get an Animus back. And then I think we're actually going to stick this guy right there. They all still die, but then only this dies. Then let's start buffing him. You die in 2 hits, so I'll be down to 14. That means I need to get on top of this before this is a problem. I'm sorry, you're going to be at 40 health. You'll die in 1 hit, which makes me feel a whole lot better. This guy is still an issue, though. Let's see if Spikes carries over. And then it's the boss. Okay. One unit available. I think we do actually just want to shove this one down here. And then let's draw an extra card. Let's do more damage. Let's do more damage. I got nothing that I can bring back. And I'm not losing anything. So these moldeds actually don't help me out right now. I think we need to just let them go. hit. 1250 health. That is a lot. Let's heal. Oh, he gets a multi-strike for this thing? That's gotta go. We want a stealth. That has burnout 4. So we get some good hits in. I think we need to just kill that. We get a little more damage, that's good. That's a good chunk of damage, but now we need to bring a lot back. I think we bring this. Let's see what else we have. I think we put the Formless Child in front, get a little less damage. Okay. Let's see how this goes. So we got Lady of the House. That is not nearly enough damage. That doesn't do anything for me. Well, this isn't good. I think that's the end of the run. That was a really beefy guy at the end. 41 damage per hit. Just glad I got rid of the multi-strike. I probably should have tried avoiding the lower damage AoE spells though. That probably wouldn't have saved me, to be honest. I think what I need to do next time is not stick my Animus of Will in the back. I think it just needs to always be dying and then always be getting brought back. Alright, so Subsuming Blade. It's a nice slay effect. It's really only going to be good if I get it early on. Flicker's Liquor. When you play a unit, random card in your hand is reduced to 0 for the turn. That could be really good if I have a lot of really big cost units, but or cards, I guess, in general. It doesn't have to be a unit that gets reduced. Well, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, I will definitely see you in the next one.